My roommate Brian was a pathological liar, stole my food, never paid bills on time, but the lying was what really got to me. He'd tell people he went to Harvard, he went to community college, said he was a Navy SEAL. Dude couldn't swim. But the worst part? He was getting job interviews with companies I was applying to, using these fake credentials. I'm struggling to find work after college, sending out hundreds of applications, getting nowhere. Meanwhile, Brian's landing interviews left and right with his completely fabricated resume. Then I found out he'd applied to my dream job. This tech startup I'd been following for months, perfect position, everything I wanted. And he was lying about having a computer science degree. I had the actual degree he was pretending to have. So I decided to expose him. I created a fake email account, posed as an HR person from his previous company, and sent his potential employers a detailed message about how Brian had been terminated for falsifying documents and stealing company property. I thought it was perfect. He'd get caught, I'd get a fair shot at these jobs, justice served. 3 days later, Brian comes home crying. And I mean really crying like I'd never seen a grown man cry before. Turns out he hadn't just lost the startup opportunity. Word had somehow spread through the entire industry network. Every company he'd applied to had received similar references. His name was basically blacklisted. But here's what I didn't know. Brian's mom had cancer. He'd been lying about his credentials because he was desperate to get a job with good health insurance to help pay for her treatment. All those fake achievements? It wasn't about ego. It was about saving his mother's life. The kid was drowning in medical debt, sleeping 4 hours a night because he was working graveyard shifts at a warehouse while job hunting during the day. The lying was wrong, absolutely, but it came from this place of pure desperation that I never understood. He had to move back home to help care for his mom, lost our apartment, couldn't afford rent anywhere else. Last I heard, he was working 3 part-time jobs, none with benefits, still trying to help pay for her chemotherapy. I got the startup job, by the way. Great salary, amazing benefits, everything I thought I wanted. But every morning when I walk into that office, I think about Brian changing bedpans and working overnight shifts because I destroyed his future over some lies on a resume. Maybe I shouldn't have done that.